Hi everyone. Today's video focuses on the essential business expenses that sole traders in the UK can claim to help reduce their taxable income. This video also explains the necessary adjustment needed for disallowed expenses in the self-assessment or the tax returns. I highly recommend watching this video until the end, as the information provided in this video can be extremely beneficial. Additionally, I've included illustrations that explain real business issues, which will enhance your understanding and provide valuable insights. Don't miss out on these important tips. This video is highly useful for sole traders in the UK, accountancy students and professional accountants dealing with UK taxes. With the self-assessment filing deadline approaching, now is the perfect time to arm yourself with these tips to help you prepare and gather evidence for your claims. Knowing the laws related to these deductions and disallowance will be immensely beneficial. Plus, being informed about these deductions and disallowance will help reduce the number of queries from HMRC. Let's begin with office cost. When running a business, various office-related costs can be claimed as allowable business expenses. These include general office costs, such as stationery, phone bills, rent and utilities, as well as heat and light bills, and cleaning charges for maintaining the premises. Office equipment and supplies also fall under allowable expenses. This includes the cost of repairs for the office space and equipment, as well as general supplies like tea, coffee, and cleaning products. It's important to note that any office equipment with a lifespan of over 2 years should be recorded as capital expenditure rather than being directly included in the profit and loss statement, allowing for capital allowances. Also remember, the cost of a repair is normally allowable expenditure for tax purposes, whereas the cost of replacing an asset or making a significant alteration or improvement to an asset is capital expenditure are disallowed when working out taxable income. For those working from home, a portion of household expenses can also be claimed. This includes heat and light costs, as well as cleaning, rent if you are renting, which should be apportioned based on the area used for business. For example, if you have 3 rooms in your house and use one as an office, you can claim 1/3 of your heat and light, rent, council tax costs as a business expense. By carefully tracking these expenses, you can effectively manage your business finances while ensuring compliance with tax regulations. Travel costs, such as fuel, parking, train or bus fares, and vehicle-related expenses like insurance repairs and servicing. Remember, if you're using a vehicle or travel card for both business and private purposes, make sure to separate and apportion these expenses. For travel-specific rules, I'll be making a separate video to show you how to claim travel costs using simplified expenses rules, so keep an eye out. You cannot claim for non-business driving, travel fines, or commuting between home and work. Just business-related trips count. You can claim expenses for uniforms and protective clothing required for your work. For instance, a construction worker can claim relief for items like high-visibility jackets, safety boots, helmets, and other protective gear. Similarly, costs associated with costumes for entertainment purposes are also allowed. However, everyday clothing, even if worn for work, is not deductible. For example, a banker who purchases a nice suit or a business development manager who needs to dress professionally cannot claim relief for these types of clothing expenses. This distinction emphasizes that only specific work-related apparel is eligible for expense claims. You can claim allowable business expenses for employee costs, which include salaries, bonuses, pensions, and the employer's national insurance contributions. Additionally, expenses related to subcontractors and agency fees are also eligible for claims. However, it's important to note that costs for domestic help, such as a nanny, cannot be claimed as business expenses. If you are a sole trader, any money you withdraw for personal use during the financial year cannot be considered a salary expense. This distinction is crucial for accurately managing your business finances and ensuring compliance with tax regulations. You can fully deduct expenses related to stock or raw materials used in your business. Additionally, you can claim carriage costs associated with the delivery of these items, as well as any promotional discounts you offer to customers. However, if you are a sole trader and take stock for personal use, you cannot claim an allowance for these items. It's essential to keep this distinction in mind to ensure accurate expense reporting and compliance with tax regulations. Other expenses that can be claimed include financial costs, such as bank charges, loan interest, and business insurance. However, it's important to note that if you take out a business loan for personal use or use a business credit card for personal expenses, you cannot claim relief for these costs. You can claim expenses on advertising or marketing, including website costs, ads, and more. You cannot claim for entertaining clients, suppliers, and customers. Event hospitality, however, costs incurred by an employer in providing entertainment for members of staff are specifically allowable. Business gifts are also generally disallowed unless the total cost of all assets gifted to the same person in the same basis period is not more than £50, and the gift bears the business name, logo, or a clear advertisement, and the gift does not include food, drink, or tobacco. You can claim for trade or professional journals, trade body or professional organization membership. If related to your business, you cannot claim for payments to political parties, gym membership fees, donations to charity, but you may be able to claim for sponsorship payments. Training expenses. Courses that are essential for maintaining or refreshing skills in your line of work are also deductible. You cannot claim for training courses that help you start a new business and expand into new areas of business that are not directly related to what you currently do. Now let's also discuss expenses such as bad debt, professional fees, and fines and penalties that UK sole traders might encounter. Bad debt. This refers to money that is owed to you but is unlikely to be paid after various attempts to recover the money. Any bad debts written off in the year are deductible. The HMRC will like to see the evidence of your efforts, such as emails and other evidences. Professional fees. These are fees paid to professionals such as accountants, lawyers, and consultants. No deduction is allowed for the accountancy fee paid for the self-assessment. Expense relating to fines and penalties charges for violations of laws or regulations are not deductible. When claiming business expenses, it is essential to comply with the wholly and exclusively rule. This means that expenses must be incurred entirely for the purpose of the business to be considered deductible. If an expense has both personal and business elements, only the portion directly attributable to the business is eligible for a claim. In the following slides, I will provide detailed illustrations to help you better understand this concept, including how to adjust for disallowed expenses on your self-assessment or tax returns. I highly encourage you to review these examples to gain a clearer understanding and ensure your claims are accurate and compliant. I trust this video provides a solid foundation on deductible expenses for sole traders. If your situation involves unique circumstances or more complex queries, I recommend consulting a qualified tax advisor for tailored guidance. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to stay updated on more valuable tax insights. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.